Welcome to the world of parents and teenagers. Yes, interesting, isn't it? Yes, welcome. So, no teenagers like nagging parents, no teenagers like miserable parents, and no teenagers like disrespectfulness. Okay, that's clear cut for all teenagers. They don't like neither of those or all three of those. Okay, so that's out of the way. So, what can we do to connect with them? What can we do really to connect with the teenagers? So, I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself when you were a teenager. Okay, take yourself back to when you were a teenager and imagine one episode, one episode that was unpleasant between your parents and yourself. Imagine one episode and listen to what they were saying. Listen to what they were saying. That unpleasant situation, right? Listen to what they were saying for that unpleasant situation and feel it. Feel what it made you feel when you heard that from them. Okay, you've done that. Right. Now I'm going to share with you the first golden nugget that as parents you need to put this into place first. And that is taking responsibility for yourself. Yes, for myself, for yourself. We as parents tend to point our fingers at our teenagers saying, they have to do this, they have to do that. In my case, that is what it was, and I'm sure in many teenagers, the same thing, right? We as parents feel we are doing everything by ourselves, and they are not taking responsibility to do it as they should be doing. Oh, do this, do that. Why are you not taking responsibility and doing that? And we constantly keep pointing the finger at them and not realizing there are three fingers pointing back at us, or maybe even four if you put it this way, maybe even four pointing back at us, right? Which shows that we have to take responsibility for ourselves first. When we do that, then that side, outside, will change. They will change. Because if we don't take responsibility for ourselves and expect them to do it, how can that be? They are only mirroring what we are doing, what we are giving out. So we are effectively showing them that we are not taking responsibility ourselves. So they are reflecting in the mirror. That is what they are reflecting, showing us that we are not doing it for ourselves, but we don't realize that, and we are pointing the finger constantly at them. So I had to learn this a hard way. And what happened was, one day, I was rushing off to work in the wee hours of the morning because I had to drive 2.5 hours down the motorway to get to my workplace to serve the world, to serve families. That is what I believed in, right? That is what I thought I was doing. So, I slipped and fell as I was rushing, going to work. I slipped and fell from the top stairs. And I came tumbling down the stairs, not even just tumbling, thrashing and banging and slamming against the wall and the banister. Came down a flight of stairs, and there was landing, and I passed the landing, thrashing, thumping, whatever sound was coming out of it, and came down another flight of stairs. Same thing, crushing, thumping, thrashing, right down the ground floor, right? And what do? What would normally anyone do? But what I did was I got up because I still had to go to work. I had appointments and I had to serve families. There's no time for myself now, right? I got up, I saw, well, there's no swellness, there's no swelling, there was no redness, there was no broken bones. I must be okay. I look okay. The only thing I felt was sharp pain in my buttocks, but that is fleshy anyway, so you can't do anything about it, right? So I thought, okay, so I'm okay. And I thought, right, this has already delayed me about 5-10 minutes. I have to really go down the motorway at a speed and get to work because the families are waiting for me. I have to get there, rush there. So that's what I did. I brushed myself off and said, right, I'm okay, let me go off. And I went off. And the worst thing is, I carried on doing day in, day out the same thing. And I only took off during the weekends, which was a naturally off days for me anyway. But even then, it was only off days from my work as such, but not from other responsibilities which I had to do as a mother and a wife and all that. So I carried on with life, tried to be as normal as possible, carrying on, and but still pointing the finger at them to take responsibilities to make my life easier. And I went on doing that. And until 3 months down the line, I had my colleagues at work to say, there must be something wrong with you. You are in so much of pain now at this stage. You are limping. You're finding it difficult to get in and out the car. And what are you doing here at work? You must take yourself and go and see your doctor. Well, only then did I go, because I felt that they had given me permission now to do it. But I didn't give that permission to myself, right? I needed someone else to tell me to do it. So, okay, fine. They gave me the permission and I went and so. But what happened then was, I was referred to the consultant, and he said I needed an emergency operation because the fall which I had caused trauma to my body, and now it is at a state where I needed emergency operation. If I had attended to it at that time, it would have resolved sooner than later. But now I've left it too long, and and it's now really traumatic to my body, right? And it has gone into various complications, and I need an operation. So what do I do? Even at this stage, I can't, thinking about it, I'm thinking, what was my mind in at that stage, right? Even then, what did I think? I was thinking, oh no, I've got this responsibility to do. I have to take care of my teenage son. I have to take care of my spouse. I have to do the shopping, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and all the things under the sun I had to do. I had to work. I had to bring in the income. And I was going on a list. No way I can do it now. Maybe when he grows up a little bit, then I can do that. And he was a teenager then, right? And maybe when he grows up later, then I can do it. Then he'll be more settled. He'll be more settled, and I can then go on and do it. But not at this stage. And I got off the table, and I said, no, I'm not going to do any of this. I'll be okay. I'm sure I had a faith, and I'll be okay. And I came off it, and I didn't do it. So, but by then, it was far gone, right? I was crippled, and I lost everything after that. But eventually, I had the operation. But at that stage, that is when I lost everything. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, that instead of pointing the finger at them, decide you take responsibility for yourself first. Because when you do that, you are, in effect, you as a human being, you're respecting yourself. You're giving yourself first before you give out there. Because what you don't have, you can't give out there. But if you fill yourself up, if you fill your cup up, so to speak, and then the outside will change. You change inside, you feel full inside, and then what is outside will change. So you don't have to sweat and work hard to get your teenage to change or anything like that. You just work within for yourself. Give yourself permission to do what you feel good about, what you feel you need, and then that will change. So all I'm saying is decide that you will take responsibility for yourself. That is number one. And that is what I want you to focus on today, and decide you will take responsibility for yourself as a human being. As a human being. Forget about your teenage son for the moment, right? They will thrive. Forget about them for now. Think about yourself and say you will take responsibility for yourself first. Because if I had accepted the operation and gone through at that time, I know, and definitely I know, they would have survived anyway. right? My then spouse and my son would have survived anyway, and they would have learned better lessons too, to be more responsible and to take care of their lives. That I am not there to just serve them and do whatever things that they want me to do or what I think they want me to do, and not give myself permission to do anything what I want to do for this human being, for this precious person, right? So that is what I'm saying. Take responsibility for yourself. Decide that. Once you decide that, it becomes easier and easier. And they will change. I'm telling you, I've been through the whole palaver. And that's why I'm trying to make your life a bit easier, in the sense, maybe I had 10 years to learn that, but you can learn it sooner than that. Okay? So your first golden nugget, the first principle is to decide, make a decision that you will take responsibility for yourself, because you are a human being and you need all that you are trying to give them. So take responsibility for yourself. What makes you feel good? What you need to, maybe you need a breather, maybe you need a break, whatever it is, give yourself permission to do that. Okay? So comment below, subscribe to my channel, and comment below what is it that you decide to take responsibility for, and also you are willing to do that. That is the main thing. You are willing to take responsibility for yourself. Okay? Because you will see, when you do that, you will get the connection from your teenagers, and it is my wish for you all to live together, connect and live together as a fun, thriving family, right? And to strengthen that relationship. So do that, okay? And comment below and subscribe, and I'll give you another nugget as we go in the journey. Okay? Bye for now.